What's up, everybody? Let's go ahead and react to a few recovery videos that I think that y'all might like to watch. Shall we?
Are you happy today?
Am I happy today? You know, there's like that saying, I wouldn't trade my best days using for my worst days sober. And, I think that's true. I have been rocketed into a way of living I didn't know was possible, and I kind of feel like the word happy doesn't doesn't describe it accurately because it's not about being necessarily happy,
Yeah,
right? It's because happiness comes and goes.
right.
And in sobriety, I have hard days, I have bad days, I have sad days, I have happy days. I have days where I'm unbelievably grateful, and I have days where I'm like, oh my God, poor me,
Yeah,
right? But I live in a state of being today that is radically different. It feels like I'm living in an alternate universe, right? From the one I lived before. And and to me, that is a new freedom that I cannot describe with the word happiness, right? It's so much bigger than that.
yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead and unpack that for a second. Because being sober is so much more than just being away from the things that enslave you. It's amazing how much better one can feel some days. It's amazing, like, that you can think about the things that you did wrong. It's amazing that you can reflect. It's also good to be able to have that in a way to see, I went through all of that. That means I can go through fucking anything. Let's check out this next one, shall we?
No one can get sober for their jobs, for their wife, for their kids. They can't do it for any of that. They can only do it when they decide they're done.
Basically, there's nobody can do it but you. You gotta be able to believe that you can do this. You gotta be able to know that you can do this. The difference is your surroundings. You'll never get sober if you keep the same mindsets, if you keep the same energy that you always have kept. You'll never be able to get sober. Let's go on to the next one, shall we?
That didn't light a room up sober.
Every drug addict isn't just a waste of time.
I was an alcoholic. Well, you're always an alcoholic. I'm sober now.
It was vodka, and it was bodying fifths.
People with alcoholic addictive tendencies tend to be the most driven, ambitious, capable people, people who absolutely succeeded in everything they tried to do.
Basically, every time I tried before that, I never got it. But once I tried with a group of people that were also doing it, it stuck, and I've been sober since.
It would kill me if I started again. I'm an alcoholic, so it would be a kiss of death for me to start drinking again.
I've been working on getting sober since I was 20. I'm 33. It takes time.
I really don't know anyone who hasn't had some sort of encounter with it, whether it was a family member or whatever. I'm just glad I'm sitting here.
Losing my family, that was the thing that scared me so much. That was the bottom I hit.
Recovery is possible.
Recovery is possible. You have to want it. Honestly, if you are willing to give up so much for one thing, if you just give up that one thing, you literally will gain everything.
Keep pushing it.
How about this one?
How do I stay sober, dude?
Well, I just decided that I'm not going to drink or use, you know? And I didn't decide that I'm going to do it for the rest of my life because that's a huge undertaking. And I can't do anything for the rest of my life. I can't. First of all, I don't know what the rest of my life's going to be. But I know that I cannot drink or use for today.
Basically, it's very hard to commit to something, especially when you know the implications mean that you're doing this for you, for the rest of your life. Let's go ahead and end things on a little bit of a lighter note, shall we?
Hey man, give me a gram of powder. Hey, sorry man, I'm all out of powder. I got rock though. You mean rock like crack? Are you fucking crazy? Do I look like a crackhead to you? No, man, I promise you this is good stuff. You're gonna love it. All right, take 40, give me a little bit, but that's it, man. I'm no crackhead. Maybe I'll come back next week for some powder. All right, man, thanks. I'll see you next week. Why'd you laugh like that? What? Laughing? Oh, no, I wasn't laughing. It was coughing. Hey, I don't think I smoked that stuff, right? I better try 40 more. Oh, right on time. Sure, man, I'll get that for you right now. Customer for life. How much are you going to give me for this?
So, it doesn't seem very huge the very moment that you start using. Might be a relief after a long day's worth of work. It could start off literally as anything. It could be literally anything. But also can be your downfall. Stay safe, stay sober.